How's it going, guys? Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 5 of Trollhunters Part 3. And so, now that Claire's been possessed and captured, now to figure out how to rescue her. So, everyone's up to date with what's happening, and Morgana's around now, and things along that nature. What's interesting is actually when you first start watching the episode, you actually get a little nod of Exorcism in here when the when Strickler is outside the house and he gives you that ominous feels like, oh, I see what you did there. I like it. But they try to figure out how to rescue Claire, and apparently she's like in the shadow realm, and so they gotta do a rescue mission basically. And so Jim and Toby decide, we'll go do this whole rescue thing and shit while we sit out and keep the portal open and everything. What's interesting is two things. First thing is what's happening out during the rescue of Claire. Outside, you got Strickler and Blinky trying to fight, kind of not. They're fighting Morgana in a way because she's still able to use her magical abilities for the most part, but Strickler's kind of fighting himself a little bit because of the temptation that Morgana's offering him, while Blinky's still a little upset, a little bit, of how Jim is asking for others for guidance. While this is all happening, Jim and Toby are after some really strange events inside the Shadow Realm. For anyone who's watched Stranger Things, when they made it into the house, it looks like the Upside Down. It looks really creepy and everything. I like it. It was like really fun. There's a couple fun things because they do episodes. They show episodes of previous things and like, oh god, it's creepy. Like honestly, it was really fun to watch. But Morgana was able to kind of get the upper hand and throw the staff back into the Shadow Realm, leaving Toby, Claire, and Jim stuck in the Shadow Realm. So outside, Strickland is trying to kill Claire because, Strickland. While Jim and the gang are trying to capture the Shadow Staff and make their way back. And honestly, that's like, okay, cool. Apparently, while this is all happening, Claire is able to get inside the mind of Morgana, who we find out used to be Merlin's apprentice who fought for centuries later. Like, okay, interesting. For a second, I thought Merlin was a human because they fought for centuries means that he's lived over 100 years. 200 minimum. But anyways, so, that's going to be interesting to see this. But because Morgana was able to, because Claire was able to get inside Morgana's head, she gained new abilities and now has taken the Shadow Staff as her own fully. And she's gained basically new powers. And it's going to be interesting from that perspective. I want to see what's going to happen now. Because as we watch at the end of this episode, Gungmar has made its way back to where we first saw Angel Roth. When he was first enchained. Now we see him find the original location, I believe so, and now are working with the Pale Lady. Now the revived Engelroth is now there because I liked him. He was sorry, oh god, I've been watching them like straight, so it's getting me a little tired. I might be taking a little break in a little bit, but like Engelroth was a really fun character. Like he was like you wanted to help him in a way because he was like enslaved, but then he was wronged. Like shit. And now that he's back, I honestly, he was a really fun villain. I'm glad that he's back, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode now that everyone's been kind of powered up and shit, and the evil is beginning. So, yeah. So, thanks again for watching. Until next time. See ya.